showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last season's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Roomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And it's a bunch formation. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. And one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial, kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Drop back here on third down. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Noles will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Can he make it?
Just like that, we flipped the script in this football game. Great job of setting up his blocks, being patient, and then using the afterburners for this touchdown. What a play.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense heads back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play looking to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Gets it out quickly to the left side.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. It's a short completion of the big tight end. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short throw complete to the tight end. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Moves out of the pocket. He makes the grab. He make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilcox. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Strong game by this quarterback.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson most recently, big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Over the middle and incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Tight end makes the grab. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum curve, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls, right now widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Look out, room to run here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We'll check out the stats now for the opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Second down after that previous play. And he's got it again. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The receiver makes the catch. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Now they call a run. Running with purpose. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play action, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
Incompletion sets up a second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. A quick throw out left, complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Throws it to the right. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Looking to throw again. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on 3rd down, you have to put the ball at least to the 1st down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Crosses the all the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Seminoles. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. You're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. This time it's complete. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Florida State. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
He hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Second down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off and begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw here. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
A completion makes it second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Both area heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing second and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
here we go. 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? And they're trying to punch it in here. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaking free at midfield. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. The shotgun running play call. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made, a lot of space now. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Moves the ball up to the 30. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll use the ground game here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's running out of time here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. try and muscle for the first down. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. The pass rush gets home. The offensive line will have to regroup. Sack at 2nd and 13.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they'd given up. But here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And they hit it just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's hit as he throws it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field, it's Worthy. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to get the throw off. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
It's caught, still going inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. No chance to catch him there.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, it's Worthy. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Leaning on the run game here. Gets the first and still running. They think about it. That's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, but he breaks the tackle and away to a solid gain there.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
The short completion of the tight end. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking deep downfield to the left. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game. With under a minute to go, I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass. It's Worthy. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.